Welcome to Frederik Today. In this episode, we're diving into something every entrepreneur, founder, and leader needs to master. Reverse engineering your competitor's growth strategy. But we're not talking about copying or cutting corners. This is about ethically analyzing what works for others and applying it to your business in a way that's uniquely yours. As always, check the description for a breakdown of the sections we'll discuss today. That way, you can jump straight to the part that interests you most or click the link to read the full in-depth article. Let's kick things off by talking about why reverse engineering works so well. Think about it. Success leaves clues. Every decision your competitors make, whether it's a product launch, an ad campaign, or a new partnership, leaves a breadcrumb trail. By following that trail, you can uncover what's driving their growth. And here's the best part. This isn't about mimicking them. It's about learning. When you reverse engineer their strategy, you can figure out what's working, what's not, and where the opportunities are for your business to shine. Maybe they've invested heavily in a marketing channel you haven't tapped into yet, or perhaps there's a gap in their product offering you can fill. But here's the golden rule. You're not copying, you're innovating. By analyzing their strengths and weaknesses, you're setting yourself up to leapfrog over their achievements, creating something even better. Stick around, we're going to get into the practical steps of how to do this ethically and effectively. Okay, so how do you begin? You start with the basics, understanding your competitor's position in the market. Here's what I mean. First, look at their branding. What's the story they're telling? Are they all about luxury, sustainability, or affordability? Next, dig into their customer base. Who are they serving? You can learn a lot by studying their reviews or LinkedIn activity. And finally, map out their growth phases. Pay attention to things like funding rounds or major product launches. These milestones often reveal their strategy. For example, if you see them doubling down on a particular product line, that's a sign it's working for them. So the key takeaway here is to understand where they've been and where they're heading. It's like plotting a map before planning your journey. You need the big picture to navigate effectively. Now that you've got the big picture, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty, their marketing playbook. This is where a lot of clues can be found. Take a look at the kind of content they're putting out. What's getting engagement? Tools like BuzzSumo can help you see which of their blog posts or videos are going viral. Then, dive into their ad campaigns. You can check out Facebook's ad library or use tools like SEMrush to see what keywords they're targeting. But here's the secret. Instead of just copying their campaigns, focus on the gaps. Are they ignoring a specific customer pain point? Is there a tone or style they're missing? This is where you can make your mark, by addressing what they're not. Let's switch gears and talk about their product. Every successful product has a story, and that story often reveals what customers value most. Start by looking at their version history. Are they rolling out updates regularly? If so, what kind of features are they adding? Then, pay attention to their pricing strategies. Are they using freemium models or seasonal discounts? Finally, listen to their customers. Reviews and forums are goldmines for understanding what's working and what's not. Remember, your goal isn't to create a carbon copy of their product. It's to understand how they're solving problems and then find a way to solve those problems better. Here's a big one, growth channels. Where are your competitors finding their customers? Look at their referral sources. Are they getting traffic from blog partnerships or influencer shoutouts? Tools like SimilarWeb can help you figure that out. Also, study their social media activity. Are they collaborating with key influencers? If so, who? The idea here is to understand where they're finding success and decide if those channels make sense for you. And if they do, consider how you can approach them differently, maybe with a fresher angle or a more targeted campaign. We've talked a lot about their successes, but let's not overlook their failures. Because let's face it, there's a lot to learn from what didn't work. For example, check their customer complaints. Are people frustrated by poor customer service or product glitches? That's an opportunity for you to do better. Also, pay attention to any features they quietly retire. Those are usually signs of something that missed the mark. The lesson here is simple. Let their mistakes guide you. Learn what not to do and build safeguards into your own strategy. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about ethics. Reverse engineering only works if you're playing fair. Don't cross the line into spying or stealing intellectual property. And for the love of business integrity, don't plagiarize their campaigns or messaging. Not only is it illegal, but it also damages your brand's reputation. Instead, focus on innovation. Learn from their successes and failures, but always stay true to your own values and mission. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. From understanding your competitor's position to dissecting their marketing and learning from their failures, reverse engineering is all about turning insights into action. Now it's your turn. Start small, test your ideas, and measure what works. And remember, the goal isn't to follow in their footsteps, it's to carve your own path, guided by what you've learned. Check the description to jump back to any section we covered today. And if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to share it with a fellow entrepreneur who could use a competitive edge. Thanks for tuning in to Frederik Today. Until next time, I'm Frederik Van Lierde. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep innovating.